Jeez. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are going to be finding out how sinkholes are threatening to swallow this Polish town. Okay, so the original channel is by DW News. You can find a link to the original video in that description section down below. Do me a favor and hit like while you're down there. And even possibly subscribe. That would be amazing. Help me get to that 100,000 subscriber goal of mine. So anyways, this one I saw and I'm like, man, this is definitely... Sinkholes is something that amazes me. Like, it's just, and it's frightening to think that the ground could just drop out beneath you. Like, it's just insane to think about. But we're going to find out how sinkholes are threatening to swallow this Polish town. I don't know anything about Poland necessarily. I just know it's in like Eastern Europe. That's a scary thought.
The sinkholes were so big that entire buildings collapsed.
Jeez.
People are afraid for their lives. There are a lot of homes here. If a house like this collapses, someone will die.
And it's like, how far down can they go? You know what I mean? Like, can it just drop, like a whole house can just drop down completely below the earth? Like, it's just, that's just a crazy thought.
No one knows where it's still safe.
Is it mining?
Chybina, a small city in southern Poland, sits above a massive cavity left behind by the coal mining industry.
Yep, mining. That's what I thought. I like that architecture, though.
And it is gradually collapsing. Like the giant sinkhole in this property, which has been hastily filled in.
Jeez.
Which has been hastily filled in.
Look how, wow. That is crazy. Man, you know, when you're sucking stuff out of the earth and putting it on top of the earth, it's bound to happen. Like, it's not good.
Jan Majewski lives a few houses away on John Paul II Street.
I mean, it's not to the topic of the video, but those houses are colorful.
He lives with his wife and son, for whom they moved to the countryside. He's very worried. He's trying to hold back an irresistible force.
I've just filled in the soil here. Everything was level here, and now you can see that it has sunk again.
Oh, wow.
I'm definitely afraid. I go to bed and don't know if the ground will collapse under us the next morning.
I certainly wouldn't be standing on it like he did. I don't know. I would put like some boards or something across it to walk out on when he's checking, you know, how level it is, instead of just straight up standing on it. It could drop out beneath him. That's a terrible thought.
If it'll be a meter deeper.
The Chybina coal mine was closed at the turn of the millennium, and since then, the underground shafts have filled up with water and softened the ground, which has started giving way.
Wow.
This graveyard was hit in the summer. Dozens of graves disappeared into the sinkhole, a great shock for Genovefa Kowalczyk.
Oh, man.
Her family grave was spared, but she can no longer visit her husband's tomb.
Over there, where the yellow crane is, that white gravestone right at the back.
Half the cemetery has been closed over fears of new sinkholes.
It's hard. My husband died just recently.
That's sad.
All she has left is the photo on her phone and the hope that the graveyard will be restored soon. Chybina's city hall is in a state of emergency. Some are already talking about evacuation. Mayor Jarosław Okochuk is under pressure to take action.
Okay, I thought it dropped out in just a square, but I guess you can see the circular part here. That's just, I guess, the strip of grass that's still on the side of that. Yeah, so you can see the circle coming right through here. Wow.
Widzimy w całości, jak spłacamy błędy.
We're paying for the mistakes of the past, mistakes made during the underground coal mining phase when the shafts were in operation. Consequences were forgotten or ignored.
Nobody thinks about the future. They always think about now. You got to start thinking about the future and the consequences that it could have.
When I look at all the documents today, I believe all of this could have been foreseen.
A number of properties in the town have been cordoned off. People are not allowed to enter.
So he said it's something about after looking at the documents, it could have been foreseen. So basically, they probably knew about it and just ignored it. That's not good.
A state-owned company specialises in cleaning up damage caused by the mines. Holes are being bored 70 metres into the ground. The geologists are certain that their method will prevent future sinkholes.
Hold on, what did that say?
Mines. Holes are being bored 70 metres into the ground. The geologists are certain that their method will prevent future sinkholes.
What are they doing after they bore the holes? Are they filling it with concrete or something for like support poles? It didn't really say.
We're going to fill these cavities with a mixture of dust, cement, and sand to eliminate the possibility of the land sinking in the future.
Okay.
We will continue doing this until we are confident that the area is safe for everyone to stay.
How do you really know?
And that is what we are going to achieve.
Pipes like these ones have been sunk in the ground everywhere in Chybina, and thousands of cubic meters of cement have been poured to fill the cavities. The mayor hopes it will help. He feels it's the duty of the Polish state.
I have no intention of using the city's resources to solve a problem over which we had no influence, and the consequences of which we are unfortunately suffering now.
How would it be abusing the resources, though? Like, you gotta do something. It's not abusing the resources, it's spending wisely to save the future.
Back on John Paul II Street, Jan Majewski visits his neighbour, Wojciech Kramaj, who recently found cracks in the walls of his small barn. The building is older than he is, but the cracks are new. Tons of cement have already been pumped into the ground on his property, but he doubts it will do any good. The workers moved on, he says, before the holes were even full.
The way they work here, you're not sure if it's done 100% properly, or if the problem will come back.
That's crazy.
A few days later, the ground in his neighbourhood caves in again, a hair's breadth from an apartment building. The residents of Chybina continue to live in fear.
Wow. Hopefully they can get that fixed. That's crazy. Hopefully there's no sinkholes under my place. It'd be right in the middle of a reaction video and you see me just like dropping through the floor. Although if that happens, I wouldn't be around to upload the video, so you wouldn't be able to see it. But anyways, wow. I wonder what the comments say on this. Let the companies that ran those coal mines pay for the damages. They are the ones that created the problem. Compensate the victims of the sinkholes. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, totally. But, you know, are those companies even around, right? It said that they stopped at the turn of the millennia, so, you know, those companies might not even be a thing anymore. It says, in the city of Kiruna, northern part of Sweden, they had a somewhat similar problem. The nearby iron mine needed to expand into the area that the city was located on. The solution, move the city. Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but it might just come to that. Yeah, right here. I remain astonished at how many people seem to not make the connection between removing things from under the ground and the subsequent loss of stability that results. Yeah, so I agree. You know, you can't just take a bunch of stuff from the ground and then put it on top. Like, it's, you know, you're bound to have problems. I mean, it's just crazy. Dirt can only hold so much, you know. This person says, my father's house is a few miles away from an open pit quarry. His property is sinking. The river that borders this property literally disappeared into a sinkhole, causing lots of smaller streams in the area to disappear. The quarry dumped 110 cement trucks worth of cement, and finally the river came back. Okay, I mean, at least it got fixed, right? It's something about all the water that collects in the bottom of their pits, and when they pump it out, groundwater rushes in, and then when it builds up, it rushes back and it erodes all the limestone in the ground, which creates the cavities. The town there has had many sinkholes, so it's not just an old underground process that can cause this. Yeah, I mean, there is definitely some natural causes for sure, but like all the mining, you know, and if you're gonna mine, don't go under cities. Just don't do it. Stay out in the middle of nowhere where you don't have to worry about people. Rural Polish towns look nice. Yes, I agree with that. Like a lot nicer than I thought they would actually look. Like I like the colors and stuff. It adds a little bit of a pop, you know what I mean, to the surrounding landscape. But anyways, that was pretty interesting to watch, guys. If you're living in Poland or anywhere else that's dealing with sinkholes, I feel for you, man. Like stay safe. And if you're a company that's mining and you're watching my video, don't do it under the cities. What are you doing? Stop it. Anyways, hit like, hit subscribe. Help me get to that 100,000 subscriber goal that I'm working towards. And you guys have a super fun, awesome day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye.